Hey, I know the sun is like right in my face, so you probably can't see my eyes as I'm recording this. My hat's kind of helping me to be able to see. I am out here in my yard doing some yard work, and the thing about being in the garden, being in nature, we get out of our head. I'm just listening to music, I'm getting things done, and I have all my emotions that come up because I'm in my body. Right? And we're all here to be in our body, to get out of our head. And lately I've been processing all this anger, right? If you've seen my previous videos, I've been talking about anger, and I have new revelations, and it's really beautiful. And this is the gift of our emotions, the gift of anger or sadness or resentment, jealousy, bitterness, disappointment. There's a gift, there's a blessing. And what I'm realizing is the anger is showing me what I'm not okay with. And it really ties to where we are on the planet. Like, I can't handle the 3D energy, like the 3D, and I say 3D, so if you're new to kind of my world, we're all shifting, right? Consciousness is raising up. So let me give you an example of what I'm talking about. I'm over the fixes from how we've done it before and how it was done by our parents. So let's just say there's an issue raising the children, and our patterns have us just do what was done to us, right? Like if you got punished, then we know how to just punish our kids. That has to go. Like, that pisses me off. That we have to realize we are so much more evolved and more brilliant and genius, and we're love-based, right? So if you're gonna give me your fear-based 3D old pattern way of doing something, I don't want to hear it. Like I'm done, like I'm over it. And that doesn't just have to be with raising children or how to deal with a relationship, could be tactics in business. When people want to advise, people want to give you help, and they just tell you what they know, and what they know isn't going to work with where we're going, with where we are. And that's the anger I'm feeling. Like, I don't have space to listen to that anymore. And I'm really seeing how this is here to help me become more assertive, right? To speak up, put in my boundaries, say when I'm available, say when I'm okay with hearing, and just calling it out. Like, if you're going to give me your fear-based way of fixing a problem, I'm not open for that. So if you want to give me a love-based solution, I am all ears. And it's like that. It's like, whoa, that's really what the anger is showing me. I don't have space for that. I don't have time for that. I don't have energy for that. I don't want to hear it. And if we don't have that answer yet, that's okay. And to just sit in that, like, I don't even know. I've never pondered this. I've never considered this, right? And that starts to open up the conversation, opens up our heart, opens us to say, you know what? You're right. If yelling at my kid isn't working, we got to do something different. If, you're doing something in business and it's not working, like, why do we keep being told to just do the same thing over and over, and that practice is going to make perfect? And that's what bothers me too, is the logic. Like, oh, if you're going to logic me and science me, I'm just going to tell you, like, my expanded mind and being and soul is here to really open up to what we don't know. And I just want to be in that space of more and more the unknown. Like, we got to figure out new shit. We can't keep cycling and spiraling in these old ways and think, oh, well, you just are doing it wrong and we have to just keep practicing, or you need to do it more and then you'll get better. Like, no, it's not working anymore, people, because it's not working. The times are different. And that's the 3D world, is we just think I'll logic my way through. I will analyze it. I will use repetition. The 5D is we are tapping into our God consciousness that is within us, that is here for us to grow. And the kids are such the light, because they see things so differently. They already get it, right? And then they go to school and we tell them they have to follow our systems and our rules, and they get angry. So if your children are angry like I'm angry, good for them. Why don't you have the conversation to ask what's really going on? And maybe they'll tell you. Like my son, he's like, when he gets really upset and angry, he starts spiraling into all the things. And the thing that tends to come up is, you send me to school and I'm a slave. And I'm like, whoa, right? Like, and you might take offense and go, what? They're not slaves. But tell me that they're not just expected to do what they're told, that more and more it's like you have to live by the schedule, you have to live by the day, you have to live by what is going on. There's no time for you to fall behind. There's no space for you to be emotional. You got to pull it together. I mean, that is the left brain 3D world in a heartbeat. And the children are of the 5D. And they're like, why are you putting me in this position to basically go backwards, right? And that's what's making me angry, is all of the energy that is like coming at me, wanting me to go backwards. Whew, I don't have time for that. I don't have the energy. I'm here to be in the space of love. And so even if it can feel like, what? Well, why are you angry? And how can you be in love if in that energy of love, if you're angry? The anger is showing me how to get there and what needs to be released, what I have to let go of. And it's all the fear. So maybe you resonate with that. Maybe you can relate with, you know what, it's time for people to shift their minds. And if you have never pondered or thought of a new way to do something, it's time, right? It is time. Like, we can't just keep doing the same shit. It's not working. That feels so good to release. So thank you for listening. I love you. I would love to hear where you are. And I absolutely honor you, respect you, adore you, and am on this journey of love with you. Mwah. Bye.